In this video, I want to show you how to use the camera on the Garmin Monterra. To open it up, you're just going to select the icon of a camera from your main menu. On the left side of the screen, you have your viewfinder, and then there's a few different settings you can get to from the bottom right. So if you tap that, there's three different things that you can do with the camera on the Monterra. First thing that you can do is you can take a still photo. Second thing you can do is that you can record video. You can record 1080p video on the Monterra. Third thing you can do is you can take a panoramic photo, like if you want to take a picture of a landscape. For today, though, we're just going to worry about taking a still photo. So you want to make sure that that picture of a camera in the lower right is highlighted. That big blue button you see over there on the right is going to take a picture. So when you have your subject all set up in the frame, you can just tap that button. That is going to snap a picture. A lot of different things we can do with this camera. For one thing, you can zoom in and out. There's a slider bar there with a circle down there at the bottom. And if you just drag that around, that'll zoom in on the picture or zoom back out again. Below that, you have some more settings if you tap that. And from here, you can adjust your flash, which you can have set to auto, on, or off. You can adjust your white balance, which you have auto, incandescent, daylight, fluorescent, or cloudy. So you may have noticed that that first picture I took almost looks a little bit black and white, even though it is a color camera. So I'm going to change the white balance a little bit, see if I can get a better looking picture. Right now it's set to auto. I'm going to try incandescent, see how that looks. That's a little better, but I'm going to try one more down and go daylight and see how that looks. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Even though we are indoors, I'm going to leave this on daylight for now. So you can adjust that as you please, just based on the light that you have. Below that is your exposure, which you can have that turned all the way up, or you can have it turned all the way down. And finally is your scene mode, which you can change based on your setting. You have auto, action, night, sunset, or party. There's one more little menu down here at the bottom. It's just a picture of 3 dots, but if you tap that, it's going to take you to this screen. The first setting you have is store location. When that's set to on, that's telling the Monterra that when you take a picture, it's going to save the GPS coordinates and associate them with the photo. Below that is picture size. The Monterra does have an 8 megapixel camera, but if you want, you can set that to 5 megapixels or 2 megapixels, 1.3 or 1, and you also have your choice of VGA or QVGA. Final item is restore defaults, which if you want, you can restore all of your camera settings to their defaults. When I tap the screen, you're going to see that there's a pair of brackets that appears. And what you can do is you can tap a different part of the screen or even drag those brackets around. And what those do is you would use that if you just want to focus on a particular part of a picture. So what's going to happen, you can drag those brackets around, and when the brackets turn green, which we'll see if we can get them, there they are, they're green. When it turns green, that means it's focused on that one part, and you can go ahead and take your photo. Obviously, they will disappear again after a few seconds. So that's how you take a picture with the Monterra. Let's look at some of the things that you can do with pictures that you've already taken. There's going to be a little picture of a photo in the upper right. That's showing the last photo that I took. So you can tap that. That's going to bring you to your gallery. You have that black border on the right side. If you tap that, that'll bring you back to the last screen. On the left is the picture, and in the middle are different ways that you can share that picture. So you can send it to your Gmail account or through Google+, or you can even send it to another device via Bluetooth. To scroll through the gallery, just tap the picture, and then you can move through and see different pictures that you've taken, or videos. The one that you see with the play button in the middle are videos, and you can tap that play button just to go through it. But you can scroll through the pictures and see different ones that you have on your Monterra. The 3-bar menu in the upper right is going to give you some more information. So if we click on details, that's going to show us our location because we had show location turned on, and it'll also show the date and time that it was taken and the file size. If you go back to that 3-bar menu, you can also use it to set up a slideshow, or you can use a picture as your wallpaper. If you tap the picture again, there's 2 icons that are going to appear at the bottom. One is a picture of a paintbrush, and that allows you to modify the photo. So you can rotate it, you can crop your photo, you can apply different filters to it, and you can do all that right from your GPS and just hit that check mark on the right when you're all done. The other icon down on the right lets you share the image, and you have Google+, Bluetooth, and Picasa as options for that. The one thing you cannot do through the gallery, through the camera, is delete a photo. So from this menu that I'm in right now, I cannot delete a photo that I've taken. That is something that might change with a future firmware update from Garmin. This is firmware version 2.1. So if you want to delete a photo, what you need to do is go back out to your main menu, open up your apps, scroll down, and select Gallery. From here, you can just select the photo that you want to delete and hit the trash can in the upper right and then delete. And once you've done all that, of course, you always have the option to connect your Monterra to your computer with the supplied USB cable and save your pictures there. So that is a quick look at how to use the camera on the Garmin Monterra.